So we're doing another live, or we're going to attempt to. I'm going to start trying to do them more or less every day unless I've got something come up. So yeah, we're going to go in with the Elf Skin Holy Hydration, just this little pot here, which seems to be going on for miles. Hi babe, how are you? Right, so I think I can use this. I think you use this before you use moisturiser. So let's try and use it. Let me check the directions for use. Can be used on both body and face for hydration. Spray on desired areas while avoiding eyes and mouth. Can be sprayed on as a toner before applying moisturiser. Yeah, I like your sweater, thank you. I got it from TK Maxx. It's like a designer one, no one I particularly like. I mean, it wasn't that expensive. I can't remember the name on it. I got a really nice sweater today though from H&M. I saw let's just let that soak in. So I saw Kat Deely from this morning wearing this really gorgeous sweater. So I googled it and it said that she was wearing it from H&M. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks high-end. I'm like, I need that sweater in my life. So I went into H&M today and luckily they had a few left. I'm like, oh, what size am I? Because normally I go between large and extra large. So they didn't have large. So I took a medium and extra large into the fitting room. And I think I've just lost weight. I mean, you probably can't tell on camera, but I think I've lost weight. Like my jogging bottoms are too loose. My underwear is too loose. Like everything feels a little bit looser than it did. I've not lost tons of weight, but I think I've lost a bit of weight whilst being ill. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, you know, I got a nice new jumper, which I probably will wear tomorrow if I do a live. It's beautiful. It's very winter appropriate. Hi, Tassos. How are you doing? It's hot. I need to do my nails again. I think I'll do it the same colour. I got this nail polish from Kiko. And it kind of flips, like it's silver and it flips to pink. It's from their holiday collection. Just making sure that's soaked into the skin. Hi, Jeffrey. You usually grease up. In what way do you grease up? Right, let's get some moisturiser on. And you don't need a lot of this. I'm always saying this, but you honestly don't. It goes a long way. What about Bangladesh? Is that where you're from? Why do you keep typing Bangladesh in my live? Carry on and I'll get you out of here. What do you mean? So you don't get soft? Why would you get soft? Why do you keep typing things twice, 3, 4 times? Right, I'm not having this. Sorry, guys. I did ask a few times why he keeps like putting messages multiple times. Just making sure that's all blended into the skin. I don't get why people do that. I think just to piss people off, babe. Which it has the opposite effect with me. I just get people out of here, so then I can concentrate on the actual makeup application. If people aren't here for the makeup application, I would rather they left. I'm not that desperate in need for, for views. Right. Primers. So we're going with 2, don't we? So we use a Shop Say No Pore face primer. We always use this one first. I'm nearly out of this. I know I wouldn't do a Shop Say order to get it again. It's not that good. It's all right for the price. I think it's, what, $1.25. It is all right. It's just not revolutionary. So I had a notification that my Odin's Eye palette shipped. And it's not one I can save for myself for Christmas, as it is a Christmas palette. So I will be using that as well as the Snowman palette in December sometime. Do you guys have remote jobs like working from home? In the UK, yeah, we can work from home. Like my job, I've got some news on my job actually. My job that I do, once you're fully trained, you can choose, I think it's either 2 or 3 days to work from home, which is good. But you just need to have the space. I don't necessarily have the space. I could use my vanity, take everything off it, and use my work, my vanity for that. Or I could just try and buy a vanity again. But apparently they give you everything that you need anywhere. I mean, I'd rather go into the office if I'm being honest. At least that way. I don't have to tip my flat upside down to get my office inside, inside the flat kind of thing. I wouldn't say it's a small flat, but if you try and get an office in there as well, it will become one. Right, I'm going to go in with this Becca Under Eye Primer. So once I've done this, I have to go to my mum's and do her medication. Monday soon comes around, I'm telling you now. I work 100% remote for health reason. I wouldn't be able to work in the office. Has that just been since the pandemic? Because I know really that only started in the pandemic. Or have you always done it? Right, so we've got the brightener on. Let's get the highlighter stick. So New Look Glow highlighter stick. Wow, I'm really getting down to it. And that's only because I use it as an under eye, like, primer. Look at that glow. Right, shall we put the BB cream on? I've not used it, and it's going to get to a point where it's going to have to go back in my collection, and we're going to be pulling some new stuff. I started during the pandemic a few days a week, then went 100% remote. It shows employees are more productive at home. Yeah, I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying for me, I would personally be in an office. Because I've always worked in an office. It's not like I've ever worked from home. Because, like, when the pandemic was on, probably going to have to go in with my fingers. When the pandemic was on, I wasn't working. I was looking after my mum. But if I had to do it, babe, you know, if you have to do something, like if there was another pandemic, touch wood, there will never be, because that one was bad, then you don't get a choice, do you, really? It's either that or you don't work. So how does working from home feel like? Do you prefer it? Do you feel more relaxed and not 100% in the rat race? Don't ask me. That's a question for you, babe. I mean, you're still doing your job. Like, if I work from home, I'd still be taking call after call after call, which I'm not ready to do yet. Speaking of that, I did speak to my employer today. So I do need to fill you in on that. For babe, yes. This is a good BB cream. So I got this from TK Maxx. If you can get hold of it, try it if you need one. I love it. I wouldn't be able to do what I do otherwise. Well, that's good. A lot of people work from home, but only like 2 to 3 days a week. Like, my niece has just got a job and she's working from home. Like, she's had to put her whole office in a bedroom. But so she's working from home, like, it's a temporary contract for 6 months. But it's working from home all the time for the next 6 months. And once that 6-month contract is up, she'll probably work for the same company in a different department. She just needs to prove herself first. I don't know where the hell my sponge is, my beauty blender, so I've had to blend all this in with my hands. Well, there'll never be a right time or place, will there, Tassos? Right. I think that's okay for the foundation. Or the BB cream, should I say. Ugh. Oh, my sponge is on the floor. I'm going to have to wash that. Let me just check the blend. Yeah, that's fine. And it's going to be the same with the concealer. You take for granted how much you use your sponge. So Hide and Chic Super Size Concealer, just the original. I'm just doing tiny dots today. I do have a brush here. I could use the brush. So this one that I used yesterday. Your skin is looking really nice, thank you. Somebody said, I don't know who it was, how I'm looking a lot better, do you know, in myself, in my, like, but I might be looking better, but I'm not feeling it at all. I probably won't feel it until I've had the ops. Okay, so and then what I'll do is I'll press it in with my finger just to make sure it really is in there. I was looking at flights today. not that I'm going anytime soon. Flights to Australia. I saw a flight which was reasonably cheap. Now I know why it was reasonably cheap. It was £833, or something along those lines. But you had to catch 3 planes, and it's like 3 planes. So the schedule was Manchester to Zurich in Switzerland, Zurich to Singapore, and Singapore to Australia. It's like, no, we won't be doing that one. So then I went on a different website, and it was slightly higher. They said the best time to go to Australia is in May. I've got a feeling May in Australia is autumn. So I said to my friend, I said, what season is May in Australia? Because at the moment they're coming up for their summer, aren't they? I said, what season is it? And she hasn't got back to me. I'm sure it's autumn. She's probably wondering why. And I'm thinking, I just wouldn't mind coming visiting. So I found a flight. I can't remember the dates. Found a flight, and it was just, I think it was 1,138. And literally that's just Manchester to Singapore and Singapore to Australia. So that was quite good. I think the flight itself, like the 2 flights, is 23 hours, whereas the other one was 38 hours. And it's like, I can't go for 3 weeks and be on a 38-hour flight there and then a 28-hour flight back. It's just not, it's not viable. And when I go back to work, the most time off I can have in kind of one sitting is 3 weeks. And that's a rare exception. Normally they like you to split the time off. Like, they give you 4 weeks holiday a year, and they like to split that time. So in the first 6 months, they like you to have 2 weeks, and then in the second 6 months, they like you to have another 2 weeks. There is nowhere on this earth they would give me the full 4 weeks. And I wouldn't want the full 4 weeks, because you need to save some holidays, don't you? Where would you go next? Well, I want to go to Paris first. So it's not like Australia's going to be first. I want to go to Paris, take my mum there. I want to go to Australia because I've said, you know, obviously to my friend for the last 4 years, I will come and visit. And then after that, I don't know, to be honest. Is there anything on the list? I mean, I personally would love to go to Florida, but my mum wouldn't be able to travel that far. But that's only for Disneyland. I'm such a Disney freak. It's not even funny. Right. Let's go in with the Technique Vitamin C Translucent Finishing Powder. I would love to go to Portugal again at some point. Because it's so nice there. And I was saying to my mum, is there anything on your list, Mum? Would you maybe like to go back to Germany? And, I mean, like her relatives in Germany, most of them are passed on. So it's she said no to that. Do you still have your VHS? What do you mean VHS? Your old Disney tapes? Oh no. To be honest, I never had Disney tapes. I'm a bit too old for that. My mum's got. I bought my mum some though, not Disney tapes. I bought her DVDs. So I bought her Beauty and the Beast, Tangled, Frozen. I think she's got Frozen 1 and 2. And I can't remember what else. I know my mum would love it there. She'd love to see the parades, and that's what I go for, the parades. Oh, my throat's killing already. My eyes always look redder on camera down here. Trust me, like when I'm looking in the mirror here, they're not that red. Okay, let's get the contour stick. Oops. Why do I always drop things? I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. Doesn't matter. Just my makeup eraser. Have you ever taken a cruise? No, but I'd love to. But I don't think I'd get my mum on a cruise. She can't swim. So, yeah, I don't think she would get on a cruise. I mean, she has been on I think a cruise liner, like when she came over from Germany, because she was born in Germany, and she married my dad over there. When she came over from Germany, they came over on a big, massive cruise liner. And she said she wasn't scared of that. She said she's not scared of big boats, but I don't want to freak her out. And I don't want to go on a cruise by myself. I've always wanted, like, when you go to Spain or... Let me get my brush. When you go to Spain or Portugal or wherever in Europe. Oh, where are you? Oh, here. Like, in the... Say about 8, 9 o'clock at night, you see boats going out. And people are, like... They're either, like, young people on there having parties, or it's like a dinner, and it takes you, like, around the ocean on the boat. And I've always thought that's really, really nice. I used to say to my ex-partner, I said, we should do that. And he was like, yeah, we should. But we never got around to doing it. Got an itchy eyelid. Right, and then we're taking that bronzer palette, which I'm, to be honest, I'm getting fed up of it. But that's because this is the only bronzer palette I've been using. Let's use the Hourglass. Right, I'm going to use the bronzer that's in this Hourglass palette. I can show it to you, just need to cover up the powder. So it's just this one. I might use the blusher out of here as well. So I make a point, like when I go on holiday, I make a point of always going on boat trips. Just because I love the water. And it's the next best thing to a cruise, in my opinion. We didn't go on one in the Lake District, though, when I went to the Lake District. But again, you know, my mum's scared of the water. And she would have been given a life jacket, but she just didn't feel comfortable. Can't force people, can you not? Oh, that's a nice bronzer. Let's get a blush brush now. Do I have one in this little, I'm looking here. Part of me wants to try this fluffy one here. And I'm going to go in with this, like I said, this really nice pink one here. What shade is that? So the bronzer was called Glistening Bronze Light. The blush is called Luminous Rose. I've been using that Dior J'adore L'Or today. The dupe of it, that is. I haven't gone out and spent £120 on it. Oh, that blush is stunning. And it's so nice, the perfume. My mum said, have you got some perfume on? And I said, yeah. I said, it's a dupe perfume. And I said, do you wanna have a spritz? And she went, oh, that's quite nice, actually. How do you spend your days now that you're sick? I try not to, obviously, wear my voice out, which doesn't help when I'm coming on lives. You know, just recuperating, going to doctors and hospital appointments when they're necessary. Which I'm going quite a lot at the moment. I've been going for blood tests. They just want to get to the bottom of it, and they seem flabbergasted. You know, they don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go in to the highlighter here. It's not going to go on too much longer. That much I do know. Because, well, for one, I'll be in hospital soon having an operation on my stomach. And then for two, the doctors will get the report back from the hospital. I'll go and see the ENT, and then if they find something, they'll sort that out. So I'm hoping in the next month. I mean, it's been ongoing 6 weeks. 6 weeks when you don't know what's going on. Because if you've got a cold, you know you've got a cold. Obviously, this is more than a cold. And, yeah, it just needs sorting out. It's not long-term sick is what I'm trying to say. Right, let's go in with this brush from Zoeva, and I'll go in with the setting powder. Hey, Gracie Lou. Of course I remember you. You've been quite in a few of my lives lately, so I'm not going to forget. That's what I mean, you know, if someone comes in, like once in a blue moon, and has a random name that, you know, I just don't recall, it's because obviously they're not coming in often enough. But for you guys, I know you all, because you come in quite a bit. Right, so we're done with this. Let's go in with some setting spray. I mean, we're really getting down to it here. There's literally nothing in. You can't even hear it when I shake it. Yeah, little bits are coming out now. I'm going to call that done. Need to go through empties soon as well. So let's get some eyeshadow primer on. Right, so I'll get some eyeshadow primer on and I'll talk about work. Because I think this is as many of you that's going to come in. So my boss called me today. Well, before she called me, she said, "Hi Andy," she said, "I've not been in work, but can I give you a quick call?" I'm like, oh my gosh. It was expected. I've been off work now probably about 5 weeks, maybe a bit more. Just due to my sicknesses. Yeah, it's at least 5 weeks because I've got 4 fit notes. Anyway, she's like, "How are you, lovely?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm not doing too great." So I told her everything I'd been through, like with the gastroscopy, where they put the camera down and into my stomach, what they found there. So they found a polyp and a hiatus hernia, if you don't know. Tammy, hi. How you doing, hon? Are you feeling any better? I'm just telling them about my illnesses. So, yeah, so my boss called and asked me how I was, and I told her about the procedure that I had. Basically, they put a camera down my throat. They were supposed to sedate me, but I couldn't have them sedate me because I had no one to come and collect me. So they just sprayed the back of my mouth. They sprayed my lips more than anything. I don't think they sprayed my mouth, you know, at all. Like, obviously they sprayed back of my throat, but not as much as what they should have. And the camera was going down. So it goes down your throat and into your stomach, and I was absolutely gagging. I couldn't tolerate it, you know, but I obviously tolerated it enough for them to actually do the job. So anyway, I've got some paper here, I can show you. Right, so this one here, I don't know if how much you're going to see. So this one here, oh yeah, you can see it. That's the polyp. And then this one here, which is a lot bigger in size, that's the hiatus hernia. So you can imagine, right, I'm going for throat issues. And basically they've blown my stomach up in size, so it's bloated. They put like gas down there, and they've found those 2 issues, and they found another issue as well, which I need to speak to my doctor about. So I'm like, well, I've come for my throat. And they're like, yeah, but we didn't find anything in the throat. You need to see an ENT for that. You need to be referred back to your GP, and he needs to refer you to an ENT. And I said, okay. I said, and this little, lot of issues that I've got. She was like, oh, well, you need a follow-up appointment. So you need to come back in and we need to do surgery on these 2 issues. And I'm like, I don't believe this. I had a polyp last year on my nose. So I had nasal polyps last year, and I had sinusitis last year as well. They actually thought I had nasal cancer. So they've taken biopsies from the polyp, and I said, is it cancerous? And she said, I can't actually tell you that until we've got the biopsies come back. And I said, is this the reason that I'm struggling to eat, swallow, drink, talk? Like, normally there's a cut-off point with me doing lives. Normally it gets to about 40, 50 minutes, and then my voice is kind of going in and out. I'm struggling to talk. This is why I can't do my job, because I would be working for 7.25 hours a day. I can't be on the phone for that period of time, trying to do my job. It's not fair on me, it's not fair on my employers, and it's not fair on the customers more than anything. So that's the health up to now. I'll read the comments in a minute. Sorry, I'm not reading them as of yet. So, like I said, my employer rang me and she said, how are you? Where are you with things and stuff? So I told her, and she went, oh my gosh, she said, the good thing is that basically you're getting all the help that you need, they're rushing you in and things like that. She said, but what do you want to do as far as your job's concerned? And I said, well, what options do I have? And she said, well, we are here to help if you do still want the job. She said, what we can do is we can talk to occupational health, and you will need retraining. She said, there's no doubt about it. You are going to need retraining. We can't expect you to know everything, because basically I started the job, I had 4 weeks of training, and I've been off more now than I was in training. So she said, if you still want the job, we'll have to retrain you. We can either retrain you in January when there's the next cohort, or well, whichever way, you'll be coming in January or February. That's whether you're going to be retrained with the next cohort, or someone will do a one-on-one with you. But then I was thinking, like, when I got off the call, I was thinking, am I going to need 4 weeks worth of training? On the first week that we were there, it was basically setting you up on the systems, getting all your passwords and usernames for all the different systems, getting your laptop, because they give you your own laptop. So am I going to need to go in for the first week, or at least the first few days? They probably might not want me there, because obviously they'd be paying me for doing what exactly, waiting around. I mean, I've still got a couple of assessments to do. I probably could do them, but they wouldn't take that long. I mean, I can do them now while I'm at home. They're like risk assessments. So that's that. I mean, I'm incredibly lucky that they've kept the job open for me. It's a very good place to work, which I told them that. I said I was so excited when I got the job, and it's just been unfortunate that all this has happened. I said, I'm really sorry. I said, can you apologise on my behalf to whoever needs to be apologised to? And she went, she calls me Andy. Like, it says on my file, other names known by. And I thought, like, when I was basically putting all that, like writing all that information down, I thought it meant nicknames. So now it says Andy on my file, not Andrea. And she went, oh, Andy, you couldn't help it. You know, it's not like you've just had a cold and you've just not come in. And I said, yeah. I said, I know, but I feel guilty. And she said, how else? How are you though in yourself? Let me take a drink. She said, how are you in yourself though? I said, not good. I said, I'm very depressed about the whole situation. She said, I can completely get it, you know. It's been ongoing for a long time. You just want things sorting out, and they are being sorted out, but probably not quick enough for you. And I said, yeah, that's true. So she said, she said, have you got people around you? And I said, not really. I said, I've got, like, in this country, literally, my ride or die people are my mum and my sister. So I see my sister once a week normally. And I see my mum every night. Like, Mondays are vital because I have to do a medication. That takes about an hour. And I just go and make sure that she's okay and that basically there's no medical emergencies happened. She would contact me if there was, like for the last few nights, so I haven't been seeing her because she's been ill. But anyway, that's really neither here nor there. And she said, well, can I call you in the next couple of weeks and just find out, you know, if you've got any news on your app or anything like that. She said, I don't just want to leave it until January. And I said, yeah, that's absolutely fine. But what I forgot to ask her, not tell her, is when I go back in January, would I be on her team? Because I really want to be on her team, you know. If they have to put me on somebody else's team, then fair enough. But if she can make it so that I'm on her team, like I've specified, I've asked for her, then hopefully, you know, that will be okay. That will go ahead. So that's everything. I just thought I'd reiterate some of that because I don't know how much you guys all know. I know, I think Babe knows it all, but just thought I would go over my health again. I'm doing good. Heck yeah, I feel better. Oh, I'm glad. You wasn't sounding good, Tammy. Hi, Sarah. I hope your health gets all sorted out and taken care of, Andy. Me too. Me too. Right, where's my palette? Oh, come on. Are you kidding? I know, I put it on the bed. Oh, it's there. Right, so we're going in with the Bougie Boudoir. It seems forever. it seems like forever since I'm using it, but I'm not doing eye looks that often, and that's why it seems like forever. I can't wait to see that other palette up close and personal from Odin's Eye. Tammy, I ordered the new Odin's Eye Jingle, Rosy Jingle, is it? Jingle Rosy, the pastel one anyway. So, love me a good pastel palette. Right, let's go in with Blessed. This one here. Mirror. This is just a Primark brush. Nothing fancy. Oh, I want that Odin's Eye palette too. It makes me think of Barbie in spring and it's beautiful. I think it can be used whenever you want to, really. I mean, it is, to me, it is a spring palette as well. I think what they've done, from what Steph's Beauty Stash says, because I used her code, which got me 10% off. 10% off. from what she says, like they've made it, like some countries it's hot this time of year, like Australia is hot. So they've made it for those kind of countries. They've not made it for the kind of country that we're in, Tammy. Like at the moment, is in the minuses here. And of course I got the snowman one. Where is it? I'm going to use it in December. Oh, so cute. I've swatched this already. So swatches are on the channel. Stunning. Yeah, so I'll probably use them both, like first week of December or the first and the second week of December. Since the Christmas palettes. But I've got other Christmas palettes as well that I need to dig out. I've got Kylie reindeer palette. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure one of the eyeshadows has gone bad. I've had it like a year, so that shouldn't be happening. Hi, Miley's. Hi, Lacey. How are you both doing? Oh, you have that one too. Did you get the bundle, Tammy? Did you get the reindeer one? Because on the website they've got, I think they've got the snowman one, they've got the reindeer one, and then they've got the two new ones for £90. And I just think that's a cracking deal. But I don't like the reindeer one. If I liked the reindeer one, I would have got them. I'm good. How about you? I'm not doing too badly. Thanks, Lacey. Right, so you're not going to be able to see that. Well, certainly not when I've got the light shining bright. No, I got the snowman one in the Northern's Eye mystery. Oh, mystery bundle. Nice. Right, so is that silver? Sassy. Yeah, it's a silver one. Right, so I've gone in with the wrong shade then. I was saying yesterday, I do like this palette. Yeah, I do like it, this Bougie Boudoir palette. My friend bought it for me. But I wish they had put more cooler toned mattes in there. Like, to me, I'd like it a couple of grey tones. But that's what this is for. I don't really have many grey tone palettes. So we're going to use the P. Louise Going Solar. I never know what to use in this palette. Right, maybe untie the knot then. Because I started with separation last time. Let's go in with slightly darker. Untie the knot. And just build it up. Yeah, so what I was saying about friendships before. This is why I started this channel. That and my love of makeup back in the day. And in the pandemic, I just met so many good people. I met my best friend on here. And it's just such a shame that she doesn't have time to film, because she's got an amazing collection, for one. And she was doing amazing content. She did shorts for a while, but she stopped doing that as well. She just doesn't have the time, I guess. Right, Let's go and with prenup. This one here. Sorry about that. She doesn't let up, my mum. She's probably just calling me to tell... Oh, look at that glitter up there. She's probably just calling me to say, Married at First Sight Queensland started. Well, I can watch it and catch up. Right. I'll go in with the same brush. On the Rocks next. That's got the most, like, denting for some reason. Do I want to, like, put it on the lid and into the crease? I might do that, you know, and use this as more of a base. Right, let's get a different brush then. Maybe we can use this Spectrum one. It looks really nice, thank you. We'll probably have to blend it out with Separation. Well, I've had no trolls in here tonight, so that's good. Maybe they're just getting fed up of being kicked out. And they're seeing that I'm really not bothered. Yeah, I'll go in with Separation again, so it's that quite light shade down here. With a clean brush. I need to clean these brushes already. I only cleaned them the other day. 2 days ago. Do you think so? Sometimes when you get angry with them, you do a better makeup. I do my makeup the same all the time, Tassos. Thank you for the compliment, though. Right, I feel like I want to go in with a tiny bit more of that darker grey. It's called On the Rocks. It's weird, you know, last year, P. Louise did Black Friday sales at least a month before Black Friday, but it was a bit of a shit show. And there's no word of her Black Friday sales this year, so I don't know whether she's doing them. Right, I'm gonna go in with this black, but very, very careful. I very rarely use black. So that one's called Ring Off. Just to make it, like on the outer corner, a little bit darker. Hi, Kiara. Thank you. How are you doing today? Right, I'm just getting some glitter glue. So this glitter glue is going to take some of the pigment down. That's on my lid, but that's fine. You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for the Pat McGrath Labs sale. I know she does a lipstick sale every year, but I think that's just on lipsticks. It's not on lip glosses. I want to try one of her Luster lip glosses. I keep looking on Sephora, the £28. I keep looking on Pat McGrath Labs. The sale doesn't start yet. Does anyone know when that sale starts on Pat McGrath Labs? I guess it's going to be like after the 23rd, isn't it? Around the end of the month. I just want a bit of money off the lips, like lip gloss. It's just, in my opinion, too expensive. Right, let me get a brush. Now I'm looking at this, it looks more kind of mauvey. It doesn't matter. Right, so for the lash line, I think I go in with On the Rocks first and kind of dilute it a little bit by going in with Separation. Oh, this is why I don't like doing it, you know, because it gets in my bloody eye. Pat McGrath glosses are expensive, but I'm not disappointed with the two that I have. For me, it's buying the colours that are my go-to shades and knowing I'll use them up. True, but if you can get money off Tammy, which she always does her sales, I'll wait. £28 just seems extortion, considering I bought some Kylie lip glosses and I only paid £17 for them at full price. In Canada, we barely get money off anything. Can you not shop on the Pat McGrath Labs website? Because they ship internationally free. That's where I get mine from. It's where I got all my Pat McGrath, like, quads, the mothership. No, I didn't, actually. Yeah, I did. My mum got me the mothership from her site as well. Okay, so we're going to go in with Sassy. So, then, once I've used Sassy, I've literally used every shade apart from this Radiant one all over the lid. I do want to try it all over the lid, but normally I would just go in with Radiant on the inner corner. So I'll probably do a look with that tomorrow, and then I can put it away and I'll show you the palette I'm going to be using next. And what I like about these, you can use them as toppers, or you can just make them really pigmented. Oh, free shipping. Yeah, it's free shipping. Internationally, it's free shipping. I remember in the pandemic, I can't even reach the pallet, but I got a pallet and it cost me, how much did I pay for it? £15, I think. Wasn't much. I just wanted to try a formula, and it's not special shades. I think there's one duochrome in there. And I thought they were going to charge me a fortune for shipping, and they didn't charge me anything. I'm like, yes, Pat McGrath, you know where it's at. Oh, I do like that. I could have gone in with the rosy tones, I think. Because although it looks silver, I think there's there's a rosiness behind it. Could do something to wipe my hand off. Oh, there's something here. Ooh, I'm getting old. Everything hurts. Do I want to blend? Yeah, I think what I want to do... Where are you? Maybe use a shade out of here then. Yeah, we'll use Bougie. This one here. Very lightly though. It's like... I've got clean brushes, but I don't want to use them all. Oh. Right, use this. I do like this palette, guys. It's just such a shame you can't get it anymore. I know a lot of content creators don't use palettes that you can't get anymore, but it's my channel, it's my makeup. My friend bought it for me, and you know, I want to show you guys the kind of looks that you can get. So that is looking nice, very grey. Okay, let's get some mascara on. I'm going to go in with the Prime Prometics Prime Lash. I have been using this one from Primark. So extra, but the formula is still a bit too wet, so I'm going to leave that for a week or so. This one is really, really nice. When you put it on your lashes, you can feel the serum in it. So it's more for the mature woman. And it helps your lashes grow. This one's in the shade brown. Francis kindly sent it to me. You know, I need to watch Francis's channel. Not watched it in a while. I think I'm all caught up with yours, Tammy. I've been watching Chris's. And I never do bottom lashes, so if you're wondering why is she not doing bottom lashes, I think I'm scared. I'm scared of poking myself in the eye. I'm blind as a bat. Not in this eye, in this eye. Like if I look face on, I don't know if you can tell, this eye's kind of lopsided. Like it's a little bit smaller. The optician says I've got a stigma in it, because when I was younger, I don't, like if I said the word sherbet, I don't know if you guys know what that is. My friend at the time, like we were really young, we were in primary school, we had an argument, and she's got this tube of sherbet. So it's sherbet with licorice in it, and she threw it at me, not knowing. I think she just wanted to be all dramatic. She didn't mean to hurt me, I know that, but it went into my left eye. It stung because sherbet's acid, and I had to go to the eye doctor, and I had to wear an eye patch for 6 weeks. Any closer to the pupil and I would have been blind in this eye. So the strength of my glasses in the left eye is terrible, to be honest. So you've made friends and met people in real life from here. Right, so my best friend Lisa, we talk all the time, every single day without fail. If we don't talk, then there's an issue somewhere. Like at the weekend, she's pretty busy, so, you know, we don't... So we don't always talk a lot on the weekend, but Monday to Friday, yeah, we talk. I've got plans to go to Australia to see her. I've had plans for the last 4 years. Like, I've known her at least 4 years now. I met her, like, around the pandemic time, her and another friend, Naomi from... She used to be called Beauty Dreams with Naomi. She's a fellow Canadian, Tammy. She lives in Calgary. I was talking to her about you. I was saying, do you go to Safeway for your shopping? And she's like, yes, why? And I said, what, Safeway in Calgary? And because I don't know how big Calgary is. And she said, yes. And I said, my friend works in Safeway in the deli. And she said, where? And I said, Calgary. And she went, yeah, but where? And I said, what do you mean where? I've just told you Calgary. And she went, there's several. And I'm like, oh, right, okay. So, yeah, there's Lisa and Naomi that I met that have been the kind of lifelong friends, the people that you want in your life. And then there's just you guys. I don't want to say it like that, just you guys. Like my subscribers that I absolutely adore talking to, that come into these lives and support me. And yeah, I can't ever foresee me not being on here. I mean, there'll come a time where I'll probably leave YouTube. I can't see myself being on here when I'm 60. But that's a long time away. But yeah, I mean, I would say to anyone who's thinking, shall I do a channel? No matter what the channel is, do it. You know, you won't regret it. Because the amount of people you can make, the amount of friends you can make from different countries is obscene. So that's the way I see it anyway. Right, let's go and do inner corner highlight. Because like when I started this channel more for me and like just for like a bit of fun. I loved makeup. Didn't expect it to grow as much as it's grown. I'll be honest about that. It only really grew for me when I started doing shorts. When shorts were popular. I don't think they're as popular now. Or you've got a lot of competition in the algorithm. And then started doing the lives, and progressively more and more people have joined our little community over here. And it is a little channel. It's not a big channel. But we're nearly on 1.6k now, guys. That is just like, to me, that is just, it's me, you know. Why are you watching? Because I've never been a popular kid. At high school, I got bullied. So, you know, it amazes me every single day, especially when I do a live, that you guys come on. I love it, so thank you for that. There's so many safe ways. Yeah, that's what she said. And I just felt like a dumbass for asking. Right. I think that's it. What am I doing for lips? I mean, I could do something from here. These are all the ones like I need to trial. I've got Pat McGrath quite a lot. My friend sent me them. See, I've got this Elson 2 one. Did I buy Elson 2? I can't remember. Or was it Elson? No, I'm sure I bought Elson 2, so I don't need to try that because I know I like it. We've got Guinevere. That's nice. We've got Full Panic. Oh, that's nice too. I need to do a lipstick declutter, guys. It's not even funny. I think none of these will be getting decluttered yet. Elson, here, Elson. Do it? I think I'm going to do it. I'm sure this one's broken. Oh, let's just put them there. Yeah, I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 4 drawers, 4 acrylic drawers of lipsticks, liquid lipsticks. And then I've got all these pencils in here. So I need to figure out what I want to keep, what I want to declutter. I might do something like this. I don't think it's going to be a live though, just in a longer form content video. But since I started doing lives, they're just not getting watched, so I don't do that many of them. You radiate something, that's why. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Okay, let's go in with this. Really, I should be using a liner, but I'm not going to bother. Right, the eyes are quite bold and the lips are bold, but never mind. I'm not rolling it up too high because I could swear it's broken, this lipstick. It arrived broken, I'm sure it did. The only problem with red lipstick, if you don't line your lips, see, it doesn't look broken. If you don't line your lips, it's not very forgiving, but it's all right. It's good formula, that. But yeah, I'm almost sure I've got Elson. I've got that is Elson, sorry. So I do have Elson. Elson 2, it came in that unlimited packaging. And then Elson, one of these black ones. No, I've tried the right one on. Yeah, Elson 2. That's new. I only got that, I think, last year in a sale. So this is what I mean. She does lipstick sales every single year. This one only cost me £11. So if I can get a lip gloss for £11, I'll get 2. So that's more of an orange-based red. So, yeah, I really like that. And then we've literally got wrong way around. So these 3 minis here, they're Pat McGrath Labs, and the one that I've got on now. These two here are Pat McGrath Labs, and these three back here. So I need to try them out just to make sure I want to keep them and that the formula is still good, because like I said, every one but one, the one that I bought, I don't know how old they are because my friend gave them to me. So yeah, I mean, there was kind of a brand new when she forwarded them onto me. They hadn't really been used. She was the kind of person that just bought things and never used them. So yeah, I was like, yeah, if you don't want them, I'll take them off your hands. And I'm trying them out, but if I don't like them, I'll just probably declutter them. Because I don't like, obviously when you wear lipstick, you don't want to give them to somebody else once you've had it on your lips. But yeah, this is a look, guys. Let's just start at this bottom. I don't like it when it looks too blown out. What I would really like is a grey eyeliner. So, there we go. Like I said, I really do like the palette. I think it's a good palette. I want to do one last look with this tomorrow. Oh yeah, I said I was going to show you the palette that I'm going to probably use going forward. I was going to get that Autumn's Eye Snowman palette out, but I'll probably do that either next week or the week after. Right, so this was Your Influence, Tammy. Oh, there's actually some other things that were Your Influence. And they're not expensive items. But thank heavens my no buy ended. That's all I've got to say on that subject. Right, so remember this? The Revolution, the Enchanted Icon. Icon. Nice and purple. So we'll be using that. Right, and then I've got singles, 2 singles. Maybe we can use the singles with that palette as well. So I've got 2 of the e.l.f. Finest Fleck Glitter Eyeshadow Toppers. So I've got Pop Off Pink. You know, let's just take these out of the packaging. If these are good, like the one that I swatched, the Champagne, what is it? Champagne Showers. Doesn't look that good, to be honest. I'm more impressed with this one. I could try some Champagne Showers in the inner corner. I might do that. But yeah, that's Pop Off Pink. To me, it's like, where's the shine? I'm really, really digging my fingers in. Right, so that's it there. It's not as shiny as this, is it? I know they're meant to be toppers, but let's hope we get a little bit more. It's like, okay then, have I just wasted my money? Right, then we've got Champagne Showers, this one. And that's what that one looks like. It's really, really good in a corner. So maybe I'll just go in with my little finger and tap some on. Okay. Yeah, they're nice. Well, this one is. Right, let's go in with the pop-off pink over the top. And, like, put it over here somewhere. I might be eating my own words in a minute. I can't see it over the silver. Ooh, let's put it up here. Because I'm sure I just saw something shimmer then. Yeah, you can see it briefly. I think it will go more with the Revolution Enchanted icon. I mean, this one, the least favourite of mine, looks really nice in the inner corner. So if I don't like it all over the lid, I'll definitely use it for inner corners. So like these are new. So we've got the Revolution Enchanted. When I say new, I bought them in the last few weeks. And then we've got Champagne Showers and Pop of Pink. I mean, realistically, I would like to get more because the dupes for the Urban Decay ones, aren't they? And I don't really want to pay Urban Decay prices. I've got an Urban Decay Moon Dust palette. That needs to come out. It's the first ever one that they brought out. And I've got an Urban Decay Moon Dust single. So that's in the shade Solstice. That needs to come out again soon. So why does my fringe never sit right? Anyway, yeah, still the same really. I tried to make a few improvements. Anyway, I'm just not saying a whole lot now, so I'm gonna go. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining, guys. It really does mean a lot. If you've not already liked, please hit that like button. It helps me out massively with the algorithm, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.